Morning everybody, how you all doing? I hope you're doing really well. So first off, I want to thank everybody for their positive response to the emergency video I put late out last night about trying to help me get down to Southampton to help the people down there. The people of Southampton put out the call. They lit the Minas Tirith beacons to Gondor because they're surrounded by an enemy and they need help. And I want to answer that call. They've asked for all patriots from all over the country to go down on Sunday to stand with them peacefully to protest against what's being done to their city. They're being put in danger by this government by putting dangerous individuals, undocumented individuals, into their communities who they don't know who they are and who are quite clearly dangerous to the community. That's what they're protesting against. And that's why I intend to go down there and help them, because the police didn't help them last weekend. They did very little. They were being attacked from the side by a certain demographic in our society. One of them actually made direct threats of violence towards the protest in front of police officers and was not dealt with at all. He was the loudest one. He had a grey top on, shortish hair, grey hair, and he actually said to one of the organisers, I heard this on the video, he said this to one of the organisers, wait till next time you do this, we're going to bring an army and then we'll see what happens. That's why I'm scared for the protest on Sunday, because I think they fully intend to be causing trouble. They want to incite violence. They want to cause violence to the people that are just peacefully protesting. And like the gentleman said on the video, they deliberately targeted the women in the protest. They targeted the women in the protest. And that's why I want to go down there. So people have said the support for that video last night was 99.9% positive. Everybody was getting behind me. Obviously there's that 1%, that group of people who have accepted their fate and who just want to curl in a ball and just accept what's going to happen to them. But instead of just doing that, just going away and just shutting up, they decide to come to people's videos who are actually trying to do something and try to rubbish it and try to pull it down. And that's what's wrong with this country. We've got people like that. This is what has allowed this country to become the way it is, because of people like that. Because people who believe they're powerless. They've got no power because they believe the government lies that they're weak, that they have no strength. Well, the majority of the country doesn't think that way. Thankfully, that's only a minority, but it's the minority that has kept this country down for so long. It really has. Lots of people have woken up now, and we are prepared to stand and take our country back peacefully, by peacefully using our human rights to peacefully assemble and demonstrate against what is happening to our country. Why am I going? I'm going down there to offer my expertise at being able to be in a crowd and spot potential threats before people come to harm. That's my job. I can tap them on the shoulder and say, watch out, that guy over there looks a bit dodgy, stay away from him, that kind of thing. That's what I'll be doing. I'll more or less be acting as I did in Iraq, as a close protection operative. I'll be out there spotting potential threats for the group to keep them safe. You know, the kind of thing the police should be doing but don't. That's basically my role that I'll be taking down in Southampton. Helping the people out, protecting them as the police should be protecting them, but don't, because they're highly politicised now. And basically they've been told that the Patriot movement is evil and they believe it. They're politicised. No two doubts about it. I could see it from how they were policing that crowd down in Southampton at the weekend, that they're politicised. They treated this certain demographic with kid gloves, refused to step in when they should have stepped in. If that had been patriots doing that to a pro-Palestine group, they would have been instantly arrested. The territorial support group would have come in, snatched them and taken them away. That didn't happen to these group of people. Especially when you've got individuals directly in front of police officers telling them that they're going to harm the people in the crowd if they do this sort of thing again. That's inciting violence. There are people now lingering in jail. Wayne O'Rourke, who said things online that weren't even there at the riots, that are lingering in jail for 3 years for saying that thing. This guy was actually at the protest telling these people directly that he intended to do harm to them, or he intended to bring more people to do harm to them. I think his exact words were, "Wait till next time, there'll be more of us, and then we'll see what happens." That's why I'm going down to Southampton. I will find a way of getting down there. I will find a way of getting down there. The goal is to raise over £200 for a return ticket for a rail ticket. I'm also looking for anybody that could offer me a lift down there. There are other alternatives as well. I am even looking at a National Express coach, an 8-hour journey to get down there, which would be, I think it's 4:30 on Saturday afternoon, and I would get to Southampton at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm prepared to do that. I'm prepared to wait around in a strange city to protect my fellow countrymen. That's what I'm prepared to do. I've accepted that responsibility. And I want to thank everybody who's donated already, trying to help me do this. But ultimately, the responsibility is on me. I've put some of my own money in. I'm hoping that I can raise this amount before Saturday so I can pre-book this return ticket, so I can go down there and help these people, because they need help. They're crying out for help. They really are. The government won't help them, the police won't help them, so it's down to us, the people. We have to stand by each other. I would be a hypocrite. I would be a hypocrite if I didn't at least attempt to do this, because I've been calling out for building communities in my videos, and this is what it means. It doesn't just mean your local community, it means the community as a whole country. We are a community. I'm talking about the Scots, the Welsh, the Irish, the English, everybody. These are our isles. We've lived here relatively in peace for hundreds of years now. Not to see it disappear into chaos because we did nothing now. The link to donate is below in the PayPal. If you can, that's brilliant. If you can't, I completely understand. I will say here as well, I didn't know this until I was told, but YouTube actually takes 1/3 of any money donated via YouTube. So the best way you can help me out is to directly donate to my PayPal account. There's 2 reasons for doing this. Because if I don't achieve my goal and it turns out I can't go down there, I will be returning all the donations via PayPal, and PayPal allows me to do that relatively easy. I can just return the money straight away. So please don't donate through YouTube or my channel at this time. I wouldn't get the money in time because it's paid monthly, and another reason is that YouTube actually takes 1/3 of it. So the best way to do it is through PayPal. I really appreciate it, thank you. And even sharing this video, liking this video and getting as far and wide as you can is still doing your bit, and I highly appreciate it. I really do. This is Vindicator, sign off.